What's up, Fam of Liberty, and everybody else watching this video who isn't following our channel for some inexplicable, unfathomable reason? It's your boy Big Sarge, or the artist formerly known as Admin Tim, founder of the Sons of Liberty. If you're new to this channel, let me say categorically up front that Mikey is about... Yep, there he goes. You still here? Okay. If you're new to this channel, let me say categorically up front, fuck Donald Trump and fuck MAGA traitors. Y'all cosplay patriots aren't fit to hold my sweaty jock, so suck my girthy fat cock. That rhymes, doesn't it? Quick store update, we put up some new merch over the past week as recently as some bumper stickers this morning. You can find the link in the channel description and in the throat punch at the end of all of our videos. Today, Big Sarge is going to teach you a little bit about OPSEC, or Operational Security. Before I do that, I'm going to cite my background in military intelligence, law enforcement, and as a criminal background investigator. I've also been actively using the internet since the mid-90s, building websites and communities, gaming, and just trolling forums and message boards. Operational security is a process or mode of operation that protects critical information from adversaries. You do this by keeping your fucking mouth shut and not divulging information. You can also identify, control, and analyze vulnerabilities, threats, and risks to your organization or your operations, or both. All of that is some technobabble to basically say, don't let the bad guys get information that they can use to compromise you or things that you do. I wrote a short film script about a con artist who's sitting at a stoplight behind a minivan that has a bunch of bumper stickers and other decals, as well as a customized license plate. In a matter of moments, the con artist knows a partial name, the fact that they have 3 kids, the oldest being a boy and 2 girls, and a cat. He also knows at least one kid is an honor student and where they all go to school. He knows what community they live in thanks to the neighborhood decal. He knows where they go to church, and there was some other stuff in there, but I'm shooting from the proverbial hip here, so... Also, I don't want to spoil what happens in the script, and maybe eventually I can sell enough t-shirts that I can fund production. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, that right there is OPSEC. All of that information on display for the world to know. And if you, like me, believe that there are a lot of bad people out there, I mean, we just had a fucking election where not only did Trump win the popular vote, but some 20+ million people didn't turn out to vote, then you don't want to give anyone an edge that might want to do you harm. Does that sentiment sound familiar? I know a lot of you have expressed your fears and concerns both in our social media comment section, but also on the Sons of Liberty Discord. These are things that you need to start proactively considering. I'm not saying go out there and buy a new car or scrape off all your bumper stickers, but we just saw a senile old white guy get elected by a bunch of unhinged lunatics who love the unhinged shit that Trump says. This is a guy whose entire administration either says he's a fascist or they helped write Project 2025 and Agenda 47. And for all you MAGA fuckface ass clowns that get in my comments screeching about how Project 2025 isn't real and that it's been debunked, shut the actual fuck all the way up, because nobody believes you and you yourself probably don't even believe you. And if anyone does believe you, including you, then you are a fucking moron who doesn't have 2 brain cells to rub together. Woo! Got a little heated there. Anyway, anything that you put on the internet is basically on there forever, for anyone with the right access and or the right skills to be able to find. As an example, I've worked cases in the past where, based on strictly just a screen name and a brief bio and a brief image, I was able to locate somebody, find out where they lived, obtain contact information including emails and phone numbers, and then identify both civil and criminal cases in which they were involved. And whilst there are a lot of false positives there, it only took me about a day to corroborate and cross-reference a number of identifying pieces of information that helped me realize that I had the right person. And if you're on Facebook, let me assure you that whilst you may have your friends list hidden, you may have other things that are public, like your profile picture, maybe some posts that you've made, and when people react to those, it lets me know that at some point they were on your friends list, and odds are pretty good that if their friends list isn't hidden, then I can track you on that too. But that also gives me a list of your probable associates and family members, and many of them have the same last name as you, so that tells me that I can look them up and figure out even more information about you. Why am I telling you all of this? Because there are a lot of what I call bad actors out there. And I don't mean like Steven Seagal and David Spade and Tom Green and Pauly Shore. I mean people who want to do you harm or don't have your best interests at heart just by virtue of being a law-abiding, decent citizen. Translating this into real-world current events, but at the risk of sounding like I'm mansplaining, here's some advice for the vagina owners. And if you're in a relationship or a situationship or familyship with vagina owners who aren't following Sons of Liberty, then you need to fucking pay attention to this and pass it on. If you have menstrual cycles, do bulk buys of products to avoid tracking, or get a menstrual cup or period panties. If you need emergency supplies, pay cash and don't use anything like a loyalty card. In fact, you can probably ask the cashier to use the store's loyalty card, maybe even explain why you don't want to use yours. Delete all your cycle tracking apps immediately. Purge them of data, reboot your devices. Start using paper or an abacus or scratches on the wall. I don't know, take it back to the 18th century though. Also, please note that you can decline to answer any questions at the doctor's office, even if they tell you that you should answer or that you do have to answer. In the US, you're probably not getting checked in by an actual nurse, so that person may not have the same ethics training that nurses do. If they need to know why, the doctor should be able to explain why. And if your doctor asks when was your last period, let's normalize telling them you're not going to divulge that information, or at the very least tell them that it's regular. Now you know how you can personally apply OPSEC to your own life. And if you want to take it a step further, here's a tiny bit of counterintelligence work that you can do. If you don't have a cycle, then consider stocking up on products for people who do. Consider using your lack of cycle for subterfuge by joining tracking apps to mess with the data and make it hard to find people. That also goes for buying things like Plan B, which has a 4-year shelf life. And men, you can and should be doing this too. Your duty to the women in your life didn't mean just voting for Kamala Harris. If you have women or AFAB or vagina owners and you're not doing everything that you can, then you don't deserve them because they deserve better. And you may be tempted to say, Big Sarge done gone off the deep end. He's starting to sound like the conspiracy theorist wingnuts that he used to mock. And I feel that. I get that. I feel that in my soul, and I fucking resent having to go this far into the wilderness. But Nick Fuentes just made a post on Twitter that said, "Your body, my choice." And I talked about this in yesterday's video. And countless other conservative pundits and shit posters have also said similar things that have gone viral in the past couple of days. And oh, by the way, Nick Fuentes regularly meets with Donald Trump and is angling for a position in his administration. And the Trump campaign made no secret about wanting a database of all the things that turn women into broodmares. So like I said yesterday, fuck around and fatally find out. It's your body if you can keep it. Better to play it safe than to risk someone else taking away your choice and your voice. And if that doesn't resonate deeply with you, then I don't think you're taking this seriously. Obligatory disclaimers. The resistance begins with us. I am encouraging you to join the Sons of Liberty Discord server, which is where I've begun shifting a lot of focus outside of generating social media content. But Sarge, why? Well, I'm fucking glad you asked. Because I'm a gamer, but also because Mark Zuckerberg and his bootlicking clown show can't deplatform us on Facebook, or TikTok can't mute our content there like it does on their platform. Even if you're not a gamer, you can hang out with the Sons of Liberty admin team on our official Discord. The invite link is in the throat punch, the YouTube video description, and the channel description on TikTok and YouTube. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a gamer or not. Discord has a lot of different functions. Hang out, chat, shoot the shit, keep us posted on breaking news, and get updates from our social media. I do want to point out on that note that our Discord can be ping heavy thanks to the webhooks that integrate our social media notifications, but you can disable those. And if you need assistance, please let me know on Discord. I keep hawking Discord, and that's because A, deplatforming, but also B, because the Fam of Liberty has begun organizing resistance efforts by region. We're also sharing resources and other things like firearms advice, self-defense recommendations, survival manuals, and other stuff. And I realize that makes us sound like a bunch of prepper weirdos, but I think this most recent election has made people start to wake the fuck up to the idea that this country is about to be in seriously deep shit come January. If you like our video content, then we'd appreciate it if you'd follow us on all the other socials, whichever ones you've got. Yes, there's a Safer Work OnlyFans, for now. On YouTube and TikTok, we'd also appreciate it if you'd subscribe, like, and get notifications on our channel. A little bit of a different process on TikTok, but if you're on TikTok, then you already knew that. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content on all your socials. You can help us beat the algorithm by leaving us at least 7 words in the comments. Why 7 words? Because I like a good Deftones reference, and 7 words isn't just a song title, but it's also the amount of words that the algorithms need to decide that your post was meaningful enough to recommend this video to people who watch the same things that you watch. If anything that I said in my video upset you or otherwise offended you, well, I don't care. You can lay your prayers and concerns at the altar of St. Fuapap, from whose holy book we learned the lesson of Admin Tim 3:16. Get fucked and die mad about it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. 2 claps and a Rick. Protect your neck. Woo! And now it's time for the throw punch! I literally fucking... I really resent being thrust into the position... thrust... put in the position where I have to fucking sound like a prepper weirdo because I make fun of those motherfuckers, and obtained a good number of viewers who were fascinated by the fact that here's a dude with a beard and military look that's making fun of these motherfuckers. And y'all were like, this guy's on our side? Hell yeah! What's up, Family Liberty and everybody else watching this video who isn't following our channel for some inexplicable reason? It's your boy Big Sarge, or the artist formerly known as Admin Tim, founder of the Sons of Liberty. And Mikey just said, fuck everybody. Bro, Jesus. Oh my God. Obligatory Mikey appearance before he starts deciding that he wants to get away and run. Oh, you want to say hi? You gonna say hi today? What's up, buddy? We're just gonna sit here and stare at each other on camera? Cool. At least now he's not trying to like stick his ass in anybody's faces.